American Asian community should be out there and be more seen. And this is what I've been really still fighting for.
Right.
And I want to be the face, the voice of that to inspire all the little Asian queer that wants to be part of like this dream, because this is what I've created for me.
Exactly.
And I will not stop until I get there, and I want to do more.
Hi, I'm Jocelyn Miller, and this is Last Client of the Day, presented by Boulevard. We are so excited to introduce our next guest, Chaie De Jesus. Chaie is renowned for her meticulous attention to detail and commitment to making every client feel sexy, confident, and thrilled with her work. Combining expertise in cutting, a passion for hair, and a unique sense of style, she's created a signature look that is edgy, high fashion, and tailored to every client's individual beauty. Chaie loves teaching clients how to maintain their haircut after they've left the salon, and she's trained under Shannon Raw at Shannon Hair in Valencia, California, and honed in on her craft at Sally Hirschberger LA and Mesh Salon in Beverly Hills. In 2020, Chaie remained dedicated to providing excellent services despite challenges. This period inspired her to co-found Onyx on Madison with colorist Daniel M. Together, they created an intimate, beautiful space, prioritizing the client's experience and offering fellow artists access to top professional education and a platform to pursue their dreams.
This episode is brought to you by Boulevard, the first and only client experience platform purpose-built for appointment-based self-care businesses. Built to relieve stress, not create it, Boulevard is designed to help you elevate your client experience and infuse simplicity and beauty into your day. To help you enjoy all the amazing features Boulevard offers, today's listeners can save 10%. To claim your offer, head over to joinblvd.com/podcast.
Hi, welcome. So for today, we have the lovely Chaie De Jesus. Hi, we are so excited to have you today. I have so many questions for you.
Thank you for inviting me. I'm very happy to be here. Very nervous, but I'm very happy to be here.
You are a dry cut specialist and co-owner of Onyx on Madison.
Yes.
So first, tell me, who is Chaie?
Chaie is first off, dry cutting specialist and a co-founder, owner of Onyx and Madison. I am a very proud queer Filipino businesswoman.
Yes.
I am very ambitious, resilient, adventurous. I obviously love hair.
Yes.
Fashion and tattoos.
Absolutely. Look at you, right? You're gorgeous.
But underneath all the tattoos is a very sweet and sensitive Gemini that is constantly inventing herself and is a little sparkle of stardust in the universe that loves love. That's me.
I love that. I love love also. I get it. So tell me a little bit about, your journey. How did you go from being a stylist? I mean, I know we were talking a little bit earlier about your journey through different salons, but how did you go from that to being a co-owner of your own, business? Yeah.
So I've told you a little bit about the 7/8 salons until I found my business partner and my best friend, Daniel. We obviously love hair, and we created Onyx because we wanted artists like us to have a space that they can thrive and have education. And our salon is in Pasadena, and we really wanted East Side people to have a very luxurious salon and feel very pampered and very much taken care of.
Right.
Yeah.
And I love that because when you become a owner and co-owner, you're able to pretty much create that from the ground up. You can hire the team that you want that's going to also, exude that type of energy that you're looking to give to your clients.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So you have a hand in all of that. So how is that different from, the experiences that you had when you were at the other salons? Are you,
I feel like I loved all the salons I worked at, but I always felt like I did not get more than I should be getting. So we changed that at Onyx because we want everyone to just make a better living and be their own bosses and
Yes.
have a space that they can be themselves, because we're very inclusive, and education is very, very big at Onyx, and we definitely take care of our clients in a way that they have a beautiful space without like feeling a certain type of way, if you know what I mean.
So, Chaie, tell me a little bit about, the challenges that you're facing within the industry. I would love for you to kind of dive into exactly what that's looked like for you and maybe how you've overcome and persevered through them.
Oh, it's a tough question.
Right.
I've really thought about this. To be honest, I have always worked really hard to get to where I am. But as a queer Asian American woman, my hope is for us to be more seen and have more opportunities, just so we have so much to give.
I
And
agree.
if the hair industry are saturated with, or our biggest like clientele are women.
Right.
So I feel like the American Asian community should be out there and be more seen. And this is what I've been really still fighting for.
Right.
And I want to be the face, the voice
Yes.
of that, to inspire all the little Asian
Yes.
queer that wants to be part of like this dream, because this is what I've created for me.
Exactly.
And I will not stop until I get there, and I want to do more.
I'm fascinated by that. I would love for you to tell me a little bit more about like the things that you are doing. I mean, of course, you are very big and a game changer, on social media and what you're doing within your business. Is there anything that you're doing outside of that that is bringing that awareness where, our listeners can actually tune into it?
Be yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like the biggest thing for me, what inspires me is me. And being me is what I bring out to the world. Because if I don't love me, then no one else will see that.
Absolutely.
So that's what I've always done. Like, I stay in my lane. I work really hard. I've always taught to do that. And that's Chaie.
Absolutely. I mean, that's needed. That should be anybody. Everyone should be themselves,
Yeah. I am like my biggest cheerleader.
Yes, you have to be.
Yeah.
Because if there's others that aren't, you have to make sure you're taking care of yourself and you are your biggest cheerleader.
Yeah.
Because who else is going to do it for you?
Exactly.
Right? You got to
Exactly.
take care of it.
Yeah.
I absolutely love that. Kind of back to what we were talking about in regards to different challenges going on in the industry. How do you think gender plays a role within this industry? You mentioned that it's a lot of women within this industry, which is definitely known, but there's also another part to it. But I would love to know what you think about, gender within this industry and the beauty industry just in total.
So this is how I feel, and this is just me, and I'm hoping that this can be out there so people are more aware. I just feel like women support the hair industry very much, right?
Yes.
But I feel like there are still a lot of women that don't get opportunities. That's how I feel, like they don't get the same opportunities for
Right.
brands, being like ambassadors. And I am really working hard on my socials. I don't
Yes.
have a lot, but I feel like, social media plays a big part of you being chosen to be part of a certain brand, to be chosen to be an ambassador, because either, I am a woman and I have a small following. But if they get to know who I am, how I got to where I am now, I'm still working to be where I want to be. I'm not even
Right.
here yet. I'm just scratching the surface. And I have so much to give, you know? So
Absolutely.
I want a lot of women to be seen, to be heard, because women are supporting this billion-dollar industry.
Oh, yeah.
Why not put a woman that
Is going
Is
through the
going
journey.
to prove
right.
that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I feel that. Yeah. I think you sharing your journey is what is going to inspire other women to, get in there so that we can show our faces.
Yeah.
Because I do believe that as well. I have some data, and the data does not lie.
Numbers don't lie, baby.
Right, numbers don't lie. So according to 2020 Fortune 500, companies, only 37 are actually led by women, right?
Wow.
So there's a big gap.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think is needed to kind of help support are women that are looking to grow and build and become, owners and badasses like you? I would love to know what you think is needed for that to make those numbers go up. 37 is wild, right? That needs to be more than 50, So what do you think is needed to support that, to help with getting those numbers up?
I feel like we should definitely collaborate more as women.
Yes.
Show up more, uplift each other versus trying to see each other as competition.
I live by that.
Because the more we help each other and build each other up, everyone that's here in the universe comes from a woman.
Yes.
That alone is so powerful.
So much.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So if we don't think about each other as competitions and just really, really, really help each other,
right,
we're going to be unstoppable.
I live by that. I literally live by that. I think that competition is what knocks everyone down.
Mm-hmm.
In any culture, any gender,
Yeah.
it knocks you down.
Yeah.
And being able to collaborate and learn from each other,
Mm-hmm.
understand what worked for someone else or did not work for
Yeah.
someone else,
Yeah.
where they failed, where they were able to grow. That's
Mm-hmm.
going to be what, makes it so that you can learn from their mistakes and their wins.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. I teach on that a lot. I mean, is there anything else outside of that you think would kind of elevate women to get into those levels?
I feel like also teaching each other,
Mhm.
constantly educating yourself,
Mhm.
elevating yourself, just so you don't just get comfortable.
Oh, yeah.
That's how I am. That's probably why I use fashion as I have a different look every time. So you don't get stagnant.
Yes.
I add on to my tattoos. My tattoos, I feel like, are also my armor. You're never going to see me without a red lip. Because as a woman, you constantly fight every day to get to where you are, to do what you need to do, because we have so much that we cannot just be a mom. We need to work. We are a friend. I am also a business owner. So
Right.
there's so much hats that I wear.
Yes.
Probably why I collect a lot of hats.
Right.
Thanks to my friend, Nick Fouquet. Just kidding.
Shout out.
So it's I don't know, just being very strong and just constantly, I don't know if that's making sense, but I feel like you're catching my drift.
It is.
Yeah.
It's like making sure you have different levels to yourself, not
Yeah.
getting comfortable at one of those levels.
Yes.
Always, making it so that you're growing,
Mhm.
whether that be on the outside,
Yes.
on the inside, mentally, physically,
Mhm.
emotionally. It needs to be something that's elevating you
Mhm.
so that you're not, staying at one place.
Yeah.
Like
And people will
therapy
see that.
session.
People will
Therapy
see
session.
that. Oh my God.
Yeah.
I'm very big on therapy.
Absolutely. Absolutely. No, I'm saying it's a therapy session for me because
Oh.
you're reminding me. No, seriously, because you don't want to get stuck in one place. So absolutely, I feel
Yeah.
that. And then when you take that and put it into the understanding of a career, I mean, if you want to continue to grow, you have to exercise your mind, you have to read, you have to learn, you have to network,
Mhm.
so that makes perfect sense.
So I
love
feel
that.
like we just have so much more to prove. And that's why we constantly just need to evolve.
Absolutely.
Constantly to educate ourselves, and it speaks a lot of why I am who I am.
Mhm.
I'm 44 and I feel like as soon as I hit 40, I was like, I am going to be the hottest 40 years old
Yes.
out there. I'll take care of myself physically, mentally, because I'm not just a hairstylist. I am a mother. I have a
Right.
toddler. She's 5.
You have a
And
5-year-old? Oh.
And I'm also a business owner now.
Right.
And I still want to have
Superwoman.
fun. I still want to learn more.
Mhm.
I want to have friends. I want to travel. I want to do all that.
Right. I love that. Yeah, I can't believe you have a 5-year-old. That's beautiful.
Thank you. I mean, she did not make me sleep last night, so
she didn't help.
Oh, she did not help, but it's all good. I love her to death. She's my inspiration.
I love that. That's why you keep going.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. So tell me a little bit more about your baby. Is it baby girl, baby boy?
Baby girl.
What's her name?
Lennox Love.
Lennox Love is a dope name, actually.
Thank you.
I might steal that when I have a baby.
You can have it.
Okay.
You have my permission.
Yeah, thank you.
This episode is brought to you by Boulevard, the industry's first and only client experience platform. Boulevard is designed for the self-care community, helping businesses like yours unlock revenue, maximize efficiency, and deliver seamless experiences you and your clients will love. See for yourself why so many brands are making the switch. Head over to joinblvd.com/podcast to see a demo and get 10% off just for listening to today's podcast. Make your best investment yet. Go to joinblvd.com/podcast to learn more.
So, yeah, if you tell me talk a little bit more, because I'm fascinated about that. Tell me a little bit more about Lennox and how she's inspired you and what that feels like, what that looks like.
So I'll give you a little something about Chaie. I've always been a hard worker.
Yeah.
And I felt like when I moved here to the United States, I never thought I'd be a business owner.
Yeah.
As soon as I had this baby, I don't know what can happen. Can I say
Yes.
Sorry.
You could say everything.
Oh, perfect. And honestly, it gave me the drive, the push to do more. And I just felt like I will do whatever it takes to give her the universe. And she was born 2019. 2020 obviously was the pandemic and the world stopped. My ex-wife is, well, she's not really my ex-wife. My wife is, we're separated, is a colorist. And I just thought, I cannot stop working because the world is telling us to stop. Because how am I going to feed this kid?
Right. Like you can't stop. Yeah. It's not an option.
Yeah, it's not an option.
Right.
So I basically worked harder. I drove everywhere in LA, still went to San Francisco and New York because I had like a higher purpose. And
it's not just about you anymore.
It's not just about me anymore. And I honestly feel like doing that, like house calls I think I had 12, 15 a day.
Wow.
Driving all over Los Angeles.
During the pandemic.
Oh, yeah. During the pandemic. That gave me that drive. And knowing that I made someone, even for 30 minutes to an hour, I made them feel good in the darkest times of humanity. And knowing that I will be able to take care of my kid because I had the resource. Because no one will ever stop me from doing hair. Yeah. And that's because of my daughter.
It was because of her.
Yeah.
She was literally the guiding force behind it.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. Because I know I don't have any children, but if I did, I would probably feel the same. Like it's not about us as individuals. You have to be no longer selfish, selfless, you know?
Yeah.
And that's going to make me go harder as well because you got to make sure that baby, even if you want to bring them up better than you were brought up or you want to do better, not saying that anybody is brought up, everybody has their own poisons and all that good stuff, but you want to make sure that they're brought up and have a better, life.
Yeah.
Than
and not
what you
only
had to go
that, the
through.
love that out of nowhere you feel having a child. Yeah. I can't even describe it. Yeah. I can't describe it. Like there is not enough words to like I don't even know. It's like mind blowing.
It's crazy when I hear people, Shanalie's actually said the same thing. Like you can't describe it. It's just a feeling. Yeah. And I would love to have that one day. I feel it. I get what you guys are saying.
You're gonna have one. It's the best feeling in the world.
I love it. Question in regards to women that are maybe in working as stylists and want to grow, maybe going through challenges, maybe wanting to get in the space where you are. There's a lot of stylists that are out there that are just starting off maybe. and they want to one day own their own business. We know that you've gone through a lot of challenges. I'm not sure if you could share any of those challenges, but if you can, I think it would give insight into how they can, get through it. We were talking about networking and telling about the wins and the losses. What advice would you give to these women to, get to that place and grow the same way that you did?
Just be resilient. Never stop. Keep on going no matter what. And show up. Not just 100%, 200% all the time. And I feel like what I always do, no matter how heavy the world gets on my side, I show up with a smile.
Yes.
And I make everyone feel good. And that is my biggest thing. Like, I give so much love to the hour and a half that I have a client in my chair.
Yes.
And I know for a fact that that is why I am where I am, and I want to give more of me to the world,
And that has to be hard also. Like showing up at 200, I also think the same, especially being a woman of color. I feel like I have to show up at a 200% because if I'm at, 75, it's going to show and they're going to be like, what is going on with it, right?
And that's what they're going to remember.
Right, exactly. So, it's hard. It's hard to show up at 200% all the time. Do you have any advice on like how to get to that 200%, even if you are feeling at 50% that day? Like, are there certain things that you do to make that happen? Anything that you could recommend to others on that?
First off, I have an amazing life coach.
Yes.
He is my lifesaver. He is my angel. I have a very strong support system. I work out. I keep myself very healthy. I used to be a partier girl. You have no idea.
Tell me more. No,
no, seriously. Yeah. And I feel like I'm already at that age that I've already finished that part of my life.
Right.
And now it's not just me. I have a daughter.
Yeah, the baby, yeah.
And not only that, I have a salon that I am leading with my best friend and my business partner.
Right.
And I want to show up and show them that, hey, this is not like just a whatever, you know? I'm giving all of me to the space because I wanted to shine, Yeah. So I definitely take care of myself. Everything starts within, right? So if I take care of me, I can take care of everyone else.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I love that you mentioned you used to be a party girl. I completely get that. And then you're like, okay, now
that's
I
why
need
I'm
to be
looking for
responsible.
the tequila.
Right? We can bring it back just a little bit.
Yeah.
We want to know, and we're asking all of our guests this just because I feel like it's fun. We just want to make sure we're adding this in, the good, the bad, the ugly. We would love to know a story that you've experienced that you could share. And this could be anywhere from like an achievement. This could be where you've just had a crazy story about a client that you're like, I cannot believe it's happening to me. Or anything that you want to share in regards to good, bad, ugly within your career that you've experienced.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm going to tell you a little story.
Yeah.
In the Philippines, there are no gender pronouns.
Okay.
So to this day, I'm still very much, I mix he and she.
Okay. So
now that I put myself out there, I have gotten a lot of children from my clients that are moms, basically, that are non-binary. So they would have to tell me their pronouns are they, them. And honestly, it still to this day confuses me because I don't want to hurt them or they. But I've gotten those children and their pronouns are they, them. And when I get to do their hair from long to short, whatever it is the absolute best feeling, knowing that they're safe with me,
with you,
and they chose me to do their hair.
I love that. And you're with them during whatever that places where they're
Yeah.
in their lives to transition to wherever they're
Yes.
feeling
Yeah.
like where they want to be,
Mhm.
you know?
Yeah.
I absolutely love that.
Yeah. Because I
Yes.
know how that feels,
Yeah.
you know, and knowing that I am a very big part of that
Yes.
because they love my energy.
Mhm.
They're safe in my
They
space.
feel comfortable.
They feel
yeah.
comfortable. Like that's a very different feeling for me.
I absolutely love that. That's so inspirational
Mhm.
also. That's kind of make me emotional because there's so many things going on where babies aren't accepted
Yes.
for who they are
Mhm.
and for them to be able to find someone that's going to help them feel more comfortable in their body. That's just such a beautiful thing.
Yeah. So
I
I
love
love it. I love it.
I love that. For
Although
you.
I'm like, what's their pronouns again?
right. Can you
know?
remind me?
Oh, I'm like, and
Just
then,
yeah, it's respect. You
It's-
want to respect.
yes. Yeah.
Absolutely. I 100% agree. Beautiful. Okay, now last question for you.
Okay.
How does Chaie define success?
Success to me is doing what I love every single day.
Yes.
And that is being a hairstylist.
I love that. I love that.
Yeah. And knowing that I can make someone feel good, feel loved through my art of hair,
Mhm.
that is success to me. Not everyone can say, oh, I love my job.
Right.
I love my job. I'm
Yes.
very passionate about it.
Yeah.
That's why I take care of me so I can do this for as long as I can, you know?
Absolutely. And you know what? There's so many people out there that are just working to get a paycheck.
Mm-hmm.
When you find your passion and you're able to get paid for it, it probably doesn't feel like a job to you,
no.
right?
I can like cut like 3 days straight without eating. And
Right.
That's not good.
That
That's what I'm
doesn't
trying to
sound
change.
healthy.
Yeah. That's what I'm trying to change.
Right.
But when you're passionate of what you do,
Yes.
money comes
Second
to you
it. Yeah.
no matter where you
Yeah.
go. I have had 7 salons that I've worked for, and I
Mhm.
had to open my own.
Mm-hmm.
And that to me is success. And I want to have more Onyxes.
That's what I was
Everywhere
gonna
with
say.
my business
How many
partner.
more locations are you looking to open up? Because I know you're
We'll
just
see.
going up, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I love
We'll
it.
see. The universe is like
It's
huge.
the world is your oyster.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'm just scratching the surface.
Beautiful. I can't wait to see what you do.
Thank
I'm
you.
so excited to
Thank
watch
you.
your journey.
Thank you.
I am a big fan.
Aw, thank you. Thank you.
Absolutely. We are so happy that you were able to join us today. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. If the listeners, if they want to learn more about you, if they want to, book an appointment with you, just learn more about you in general, where can they find you?
So please follow Chaie if you're not yet following. Chaie De Jesus on Instagram, CHAIE. My salon is Onyx on Madison. I actually have a class,
Ooh,
cut
tell
correction
more.
class.
Mhm.
I don't know if a cut correction exists in the hair category. That is one that I'm really trying to have a breakthrough.
Right.
Because you know how there's color correction.
Mhm.
Why is there not a cut correction?
Yes.
Because I added that to my list
Mhm.
and I have a higher price point because it's a longer process. And I've been doing so many cut corrections.
Right.
So I want to teach people how to see that so they know what to recognize.
Right.
They can add more value to their time. And it can be another category for the hair world because I don't think it exists, which does not make sense.
First time hearing it,
Yeah.
but genius.
I mean, right?
Genius.
This cut correction, I will make it a series because this is me helping out the hair industry to
Mhm.
have this category for people to have more additional income for everyone's time. Because
Right.
once you learn how to do a cut correction, it's not just like a one-time thing. It doesn't mean like, oh, I'm going to chop it short. No,
Yes.
there's a lot of things to it.
It's a process.
It's a process. So
Yeah.
I want to do this class that will become a series so
Right.
people will really learn not just how to do long layers, right? Like it will be 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5 steps.
Exactly.
And people will open this like new category in the hair industry.
Look at you changing the game.
Girl, I'm trying.
I love it.
Trying. Yeah, I am trying.
I love it.
This is where like this brain of mine
Yes. Keep
just
it going.
like runs.
I would love to know, do your ideas come up like in the middle of the night? You know, like mine's are like in the shower,
Yeah.
or like when I wake up from in the middle of the night to use the restroom, and I'm like, oh, I should write this down.
Yeah. I actually wake up either 4 and 5 in the morning.
Yes.
Every day,
That's when
wherever
you
I
have a
am.
fresh mind.
And that's when I have these like ideas.
yes.
And I either write it down or I just like use my voice notes. And I'll be like, oh my God. And then I fall back asleep.
Right. And then you listen to them when you wake
Yeah.
up and you're like, oh, yeah, this is a good idea.
Yeah.
Everybody write down your ideas.
Right.
That's
No,
when
seriously. And I've been not planting, I guess, but planning the cut correction for 2.5 years.
Beautiful. So
And now it's here.
And it's here,
Yeah.
literally this month. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that for you.
Thank
Keep
you.
it going. Keep it going. Keep it going. All right. Well, thank you so much
Thank you.
for joining us today. And we're so excited to see where your journey takes you.
Thank you. I will take you guys with me.
Please do. I'm involved.